Hey guys, welcome. So I thought I would show everyone my villager farm. There has been a lot of fucking around lately with villagers. As we know, it can be a pain in the ass to actually get them working, but this so far seems to be the best working one that I've got. So I'm going to talk through it, how it all works and all that sort of stuff. So we'll go inside. As you can see, we've got two beds here. We've got three beds over here and then a bed over here. So what I've found is we need 4 villagers. We're obviously going to have the farmer, wherever he went to, who is going to harvest all the carrots. We're giving these guys a different workstation, so there's 3 different workstations that they can all work. We don't trade with these guys. All we do is keep them there and they occupy the beds. So the pink beds are all taken up at the moment. This blue bed and this pink bed are free. So what happens is this guy will feed them carrots, these guys will make love with the love hearts, and then hopefully spit out a baby. What the baby's going to want to do is occupy the blue bed and this pink bed. That's why we've got these little traps here. So we've got a trap door that's going to help. So the reason we have these slabs here as well is because, as you can see, the villagers can't walk through there. Obviously the babies are half the size, so they think this is a normal block and they're going to walk straight over the top and down and in. So probably won't be able to get that because there's still a time before they breed. So let's muck it down this one. So we'll head down here. So what happens is the baby villager will fall down into this trap, and I've just got a little water funnel that comes down. So that's the other side and that's the first side, and just up here is the top side. So this whole water stream will just go all the way down. It'll come through, down and around. So this spot here is for when they grow up. So I think it can at the moment. When I tested before, you had to wait till they grow up. When they grow up, they do push up to the top here, come along all the way down. I need to cover that block. Come all the way down. So I've got another stream here. So the reason that we're taking them so far away is the villages that are inside the breeder there won't produce babies unless other villages are at least 64 blocks away. So this is roughly, I think, 65, 66 blocks. So we're going to come all the way down to the bottom here, and I've actually got a villager down there now. So that's how we know it's working. So we've got a villager here, so he's going to go into the breeding hall, so I'll go do that now. So I've stopped the water just before it so it doesn't interfere with the rails, because that's the last thing that we want to do. So when we come over here, as you can see, these are all our workstations. So if we like what a villager has to trade, then we're going to unload them here. There is a bit of a free space here because we do need villager zombie eggs. Just got to think. I think I need to put something there, but anyway, we'll get to that in a second. So we need a zombie in there to change the villagers into zombie villagers. I don't know what I said before, but hopefully it made sense. We'll come down here. So obviously the first station we're going to try and go for is a librarian. We've got this little thing set up here, so when we come down and step on the trap door, that block's going to go up. So the reason behind that is when we call on this villager to come down and drop down into here, we don't want him to see any other workstations. If he sees any other workstations, he can take that job instead of the one that we want. So I think I have one here. So before I send it off, I can either trade or name tag this villager, and he's going to stay forever. Then we'll go up and put the lectern where he is. So we can go do that now because we know he's going to be into the first slot. So he's going to fit into this one. So hopefully he doesn't move out of there, but I don't think he will anyway. So we'll come back down here. So we got our little rail set up. So this one here is to call on that cart to come up, collect that villager and drop down here. Hopefully if I set it up right. This button will send the villager all the way up and around. We'll go have a look at that now. So that button will come up and around. It'll come through up on these tracks. These tracks do work all the way around. They'll come back down. So the villager will be stuck in there. We'll be coming all the way back around with the cart, which comes down through here and then hits that cactus into some hoppers, which go back into the dropper. So that hopefully will work here on the recording. My hopes aren't high. This is where the dropper and the cactus is. We can manually do it by pushing that button, but we can also do it from down here with a little bit of redstone. So if we call on, that should shoot out a minecart, which will shoot up, take the villager down, and now he's going to be a librarian. So we can check his trades. Obviously he's got nothing, so we can destroy that, pick it up, and he should change his profession back. So I have found this to be pretty buggy too. Sometimes they don't. I do believe it depends on the time of day as well, which I can't see because I've got a roof over it. So we can wait for him to change. We can just kill him. We can do whatever we want with him right now. I'll wait for him to change. Obviously, I've got a bit of time to wait for him to change. So he can't pathfind. So this whole block here is to stop him from pathfinding up to that little stand to be a librarian. So we don't want him to do that. There is a little pressure plate right here, which you can't really see, which is going to set off that piston. So say if we did like his trades, as I said, we could name tag him, call him whatever. We could also just do a normal trade. I don't have anything in there to trade yet, just one emerald. Trade him up. Just for the purpose of this, we'll send him through. So we'll push him through the minecart. He'll go up and around, and he'll drop into the first station, which obviously we missed. But he should now be in that first station. So there we are. So that's where he's going to be. So if we want to reduce these trades, so we all know that villagers have to turn into zombie villagers and turn back. So we'll hopefully get a zombie in here, and we'll drop him down using the lever. So that'll actually hit, the zombie will hit him, turning into a zombie villager. When we rise him back up, the zombie can't reach him because of the hitbox. So that'll make his trades go cheaper. The whole reason why we've got slabs here instead of blocks is because the villagers, obviously, as you can see, are going to be eye line all the way across here, which means that all the villagers will see us turn this guy from a zombie villager back into a normal villager, so all their trades are affected as well and will be cheaper. If we don't want him anymore, we can just kill him. We can leave him there, whatever we want to do from then on. So hopefully that does help people out with that villager breeder. It has been a stuff around. I've done probably about 3 or 4 different designs that don't produce babies. This one seems to be the only one that works proper compared to all the other ones. Let's see if we have another baby. So it doesn't look like they produce another baby. I find it some days they can produce, some days they don't. It's really hit and miss. Some days they'll produce 2, some they won't produce any. So obviously we haven't got any there at the moment, so we pretty much just have to AFK in here. Or AFK in here for the phantoms that'll drop down. It won't jump into here. So that's about it. So if you've got any questions, feel free to comment in the comment section below. Hopefully that helps people out with their villager breeders and their trading halls. See you guys.